Hello, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make some homemade heart-shaped boba. Let's get into it. For the boba, you'll need water, brown sugar, and some tapioca starch, along with any food coloring that you would like to use. These are the amounts of each ingredient that you'll need. On low heat, add your water and your sugar, and stir until the sugar is completely dissolved. Once that's done, we're going to take the first part of our tapioca starch and incorporate it in. Stir it till there are no lumps. Then, we want to get the tapioca to gelatinize, so let it sit for a minute, and it should start to get sticky. Be sure to scrape all of that up and stir it until the mixture is completely sticky, like you see here. Now I'm going to add the rest of my tapioca starch and fold it in until a nice soft dough forms. Now we can take this over to a work surface, pour it out, and knead it until smooth. Now it shouldn't be sticky. If you notice it's really sticking to your hands, just knead in some more tapioca starch. Now if you're doing multiple colors, you'll want to section this out. I'm going to do 3 colors. We'll do red, pink, and purple. I normally use a gel food coloring, that's my go-to, but for the purple, I ended up having some of this edible luster dust, so I use that instead so it'll sparkle. Now acquire some help from your partner to knead in the colors. Then you can roll these out or flatten these out. Now you can shape little boba hearts by hand, but we found using these little heart fondant cutters to be a lot easier and a lot quicker. You can find these in the description below. Now we're going to punch out these little hearts, and we got to punch out a lot of them, so teamwork is going to make the dream work here. Now if you want to shape these by hand, just take some dough, pinch the bottom's big corner, and press the toothpick in the top, and you get a little heart shape. Now we realized the ones we were punching out, the bigger hearts, were not going to fit up the boba straw, so we ended up making them thinner. That way they can fold up and fit up the straw. This is what they look like up close. Now we're gonna make a whole bunch of these and put them into a bowl. It's best to coat these with tapioca starch so they don't stick to each other. Now we're gonna take these over to a pot of boiling water, and we're gonna pour them in, and they should start to float within a minute or so. You can stir it to help it along. Then we're gonna cover and turn the heat down to low, let boil for 10 minutes, and then turn off the heat and let sit for 10 more minutes. Now we're gonna open the lid and check on it. Now I can see the cores look a little bit undercooked here, so I'm just gonna put it back in the hot water and let it sit for a couple extra minutes. Once it looks good, then we're gonna take it over to the sink and drain it, and we're gonna rinse this in cold water to stop the cooking process. Now you might notice some thicker hearts still have cores. That's fine. Most of it looks pretty well cooked. At this step, you can add some honey for extra sweetness. Here are the ingredients I use for my drink. Now ideally you have the black tea already made and chilled in the refrigerator, but I forgot, so we're gonna brew it extra strong with 2 bags for each person. While that's brewing, I'm gonna cut up some strawberries to make them look like hearts. This is pretty easy, just cut off the root and round off the top part, and you have a little heart. Cut a slit so that it'll fit on the edge of the glass like that. While waiting, I also added some more water to the tea. Once it's done, take out the tea bags for each one. And ideally you should chill the tea, but I got a bit lazy here. Now I'm gonna start by adding in my boba. Add as much as you want, or as little as you want. If you're not a boba fan, give it all to your partner. Then I'm gonna add some strawberry Nesquik. You can add between 1 to 2 tablespoons. I add 2 because I have more of a sweet tooth. Then add your milk of choice, and we're gonna stir it in. I also decided this wasn't enough boba, so I ended up adding even more. Now I'm gonna add those little strawberries that we cut earlier, and make sure you have boba straws so you can slurp up your boba. Now if you're a fan of these, you should check out some of my other creations. I've had so much fun making these videos. Please drop a comment down below if you have any ideas you'd like to see in the future. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, bye!